Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be discussing about the recent crash of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. I'm going to give you a price prediction, short-term analysis to understand if this crash is over, are we going to see a rebound, and so much more. Of course, if you're new to this page, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates about this crazy cryptocurrency market. We post one video every single day about crypto trading. Guys, as you can see from here, Bitcoin had a crazy dump to the downside. We were roughly at $66,000, where suddenly yesterday we dumped down to roughly $60,200. And the reason being was because apparently there is an Iran-Israel conflict that sent shockwaves through Bitcoin and crypto, resulting in a big crash last night. 150,000 traders liquidated, losing over $500 million. As you can see, all of this. So basically, according to the media, the real reason why Bitcoin dumped was because of this. But what is quite funny, guys, I'm going to go back, and if you watch my previous video, everybody was so surprised about this crash over here. But guys, in our VIP group, we already anticipated everything over here. Yesterday, on the 1st of October, we were already saying that we could have seen a drop down to this area, as you can see from here. Everything is written over here, guys. We are already expecting a correction from a TA, technical analysis, data on-chain point of view. And of course, all of this, guys, all of this prediction that we had yesterday incurred in insane amount of profits over here. Just to show you something insane, Cold Flames yesterday dropped a 300% profit. Look at this, guys. This is our VIP group. Is a community of professional trader. Whether you are a beginner trader, you're a pro trader, guys, this is the place to be. Advanced analysis, live calls, live classes, Bitcoin, altcoin analysis every single day. And look at the results, guys. Day by day, we anticipated all this dump from yesterday. Look at the results. We have trading calls from myself, trading calls from my most experienced members. Guys, if you are trading stocks, crypto, if you're an investor, long-term, short-term, this is the place to be, guys. If you want to join, link in the bio. And again, we were right. So let's go back into BTC and let's see the point of the situation. Guys, we were anticipating this movement over here long time ago, because what we said was that BTC had a breakout around this area over here on the daily chart. This was happened roughly around the 18th of September 2024, and Bitcoin never had a retest around this area over here, which is quite unusual. And what we want to see right now from here is going to be a proper retest of this area. So if my guess is right, we are probably not done with this correction over here. And what we could be seeing could be more downside coming today or even tomorrow. And doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to keep going down and we're going to find, we're going to keep going down forever and we're going to go down to, 50K, whatever. But there is a very high risk that this correction is not over. We could be seeing more downside to come, which, in my opinion, looking at data is actually healthy. It's actually a good thing this is happening, because you don't want BTC to continue to go higher like that, because otherwise then you're going to see these kind of crashes coming all the time. So looking at the charts from here, guys, what I can see is that BTC has been basically breaking out from this beautiful symmetrical triangle over here. And what I'm going to probably try to do right now is going to be to potentially retest this area. I'm going to go on the Fibonacci extension. You can see the 61.8% sitting right now at 57,700. So I would say that looking at the data, the charts, I wouldn't be surprised if BTC in the next few days is probably going to see another continuation to the downside like this, retest this area, and then finally is going to be able to continue higher, maybe to 70,000, 68,000, because that will actually make sense looking at the chart on the daily area. Whales are going to try to, institutions are going to try to scare everybody out from the market, because everybody, as you know, we were calling for pump October. I was saying the opposite, and this will happen. However, that's what I can see right now, and it doesn't mean that it's going to happen 100%. I could be completely wrong. We might see another pump, from here, but that's what I can see right now from the data. I'm gonna go and break it down a little bit more for you, so you can see a little bit better on the 4-hour chart. Yesterday, I was saying that we broke a very important channel, if you watch my videos before, all written, all documented, I was saying that we had the channel over here. We broke the channel. We continued to go lower, and right now looks like we're gonna continue to go down. But right now, what you can see, I'm gonna go now on the 1 hour chart, more like short term. You can see that right now we are forming what we call a descending channel, like ascending channel before. Now we have initiated a potential downtrend, and you can see that right now. This is the trend. This is the here we go, like that. You can see like this channel over here which is going down, and unless we're not going to be able to break again this level of resistance, you can see that over here we have a resistance right now. We have a point like where we need to go above here. We can also have a look at our exponential moving average, but if we're not going to be able to go and go back up to this area over here, we're not going to be able to break this channel, which is sitting at roughly $62,800, $63,000. There is a risk. What could be happening? We're going to continue to go lower. We're going to probably try to touch over here, lower, and then maybe once we're going to go around this area, then we should be able to break to the upside. So be very, very careful around this area. Unless we're going to be able to break this one to the upside, there is a risk that we're not going to be able to continue higher. And then also we can have a look as well is on the 4 hour chart. I'm going to show you a little bit better so you can see over here, right? We have broken an important structure. You can see that we have the 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart. And right now BTC, what it's trying to do is trying to reclaim this area. So it's not going to be able to go very soon up to this area again. The only thing I can see right now is going to be this and this and this and this. That's the only thing I can see until we're going to be able to forcefully break this downtrend. And you can see that, again, utilizing our Fibonacci retracement, right now we're just hanging by a thread. And maybe we're going to be able to go back to 63,200 from here. But then I would say that the most likely scenario is going to be to enter our golden pocket area, sitting right now at 57,800 to even 58,000. So it would really absolutely make sense if we're going to go and see another recall up like that, then another push down to then, of course, have a proper swing to the upside, which also will match with, as I showed you before, this beautiful level of diagonal support over here. What happens is going to break this level over here? Well, that's going to be probably like our worst case scenario. And in that case, probably I could see if we're going to break this level of diagonal support, then I could be seeing BTC maybe to retest this low over here and then form a potential double or triple top, double bottom, sorry, not double bottom. So that's it for Bitcoin. That's what I can see right now, guys. Anything can happen. We could be seeing another push to the upside very soon. Who knows? But according to the data, what I can see right now, I could be expecting more downside coming in the next few days. Let's also have a look at Ethereum, guys. Ethereum has been really the subject of discussion. Looks not very good. I can say that ETH hasn't performed very well. Lots of people are super disappointed. And looking at the chart from here, you can see that we are still hanging on this beautiful diagonal support over here. Although Bitcoin is not performing very well, altcoins are actually doing quite well. So I would say that ETH and altcoins compared to BTC have probably bottomed more. So even if Bitcoin is going to go down to, let's say, 57,000, 56,000, I'm not really expecting altcoins to go down like crazy, even, for example, Ethereum. But there is still a chance that ETH hasn't completed this movement over here. We could be seeing very similar to what we saw with Bitcoin before, a potential drop down to this area, sitting at 2,350. So I could be seeing probably ETH to do something like this, maybe recall here, go down to this area, and then finally break to the upside, which could be forming a shape called an inverted head and shoulder. You can see that right now we had this shoulder, this head, and maybe a potential shoulder, which if this is going to happen, then we could be seeing ETH to go back around this area over here, around $3,000. But of course, if things are going to get worse, let's say that Bitcoin is going to go back to 52,000, 50,000, 49,000, there is a risk that ETH could be maybe going down here, 1,800, and then finally it's going to break to the upside. But again, I think that it's very difficult to say from a macro point of view what is going to happen. But right now, I will say that quite likely ETH is probably going to retest this area over here, as I showed you before, around 2,350, 2,380 before making a decision. Because as I said before, that's what you had to have a look, guys. It's not, we're not here playing with this cryptocurrency investing and trading. We look at the data. We are very objective as traders, so that's what you have to learn, how to be objective. Next one, I'm going to show you guys Solana as well. Solana is to an interesting situation as well. I'm going to go on the 4 hours more short term, what to show you over here. And again, guys, in our VIP group with Solana, I'm going to show you from here altcoin analysis. We already predicted this dump from happening since like yesterday. You can see 146, 145. We already written everything over here. We post this every single day, by the way. And you can see that we just dropped down to 144. Some of our members made some money, long in this piece of Solana, made 20%, which was amazing. So right now, Solana is into a very interesting situation. So again, looking at what we did before with BTC and also with Ethereum, we have a very strong support around this area over here. And we can see the Solana is clearly in a short-term downtrend coming from this area over here. So what I could be seeing right now, very similar to ETH and to BTC. You can see, like, look how much pressure you go over here. Look how much it's going to be a crossover of these two EMA, which is usually not very good. And what I could be seeing could be a recoil. Try to climb back again, maybe to, I'm going to show you like up to here, 151. And then if you're not going to be able to go above this area again, I could see another impulse to the downside touching this area over here. So the target could be around 135, 136. And if it's going to be bad for Solana, well, there was a correction that it was healthy and it should have happened long time ago. But market makers decided to be very smart, very cheeky, and they just pumped the price with no reason, with no news and catalyst to make everybody believe that October was about to come. And lastly, guys, I'm going to talk about the S&P 500. So the stock market also had a little bit of a turmoil yesterday with this news of the war between Israel and Lebanon. But the reality, guys, that this was expected. And you can see right now, the S&P 500 has formed this really nasty daily candle over here, which doesn't look very, very good. And again, I believe that's on the daily chart. The S&P could actually going down around this area, maybe until the end of the weekend, potentially retesting this level over here at $5,600. If it's going to be a bad thing, not really, because that's what you want to see in a healthy market. You want to see a series of higher high and also higher lows, because otherwise, if you just see everything just pumping like that, then you're going to have a ripple effect just doing this. So right now, looking at the S&P, right, looks, in my opinion, very, very good. And having a retest of this area over here will be extremely healthy. We can see also with our Fibonacci, so going down to this area over here around 5,633, 5,600 could be absolutely normal. And then, of course, after that, we're going to see if we're going to be able to rebound again, or are we going to see more downside to come? And how low are we going to go with the S&P if we're going to break this important structure? We can also, as we always do, go and select our level of diagonal support from here. You can see that SPX had this crazy impulse from here, and we can see where we could be actually heading down to. So the 61.8% is at 5,384. And in my opinion, I mean, looking at the data, that would be a great level to go down to before having another impulse to the upside. It could be something maybe like this, and then up. That could be extremely good for SPX. Or, of course, if you're going to already have a rebound from this area, then we could be seeing a push to the upside from here. So macro-wise, nothing has changed. I still believe, we are in a beautiful macro bull trend, but those kind of correction, guys, are always on the way. So If you guys are interested in, of course, joining our VIP group and also have long-term altcoin analysis to understand, what to invest, what's going to be the best altcoins you can buy to make lots of money in 2025. Also, you're interested in, trading every day, short term, long term. Look at our trading results right now. I can see Mirko right now in live shorting this coin, say make SEI 20% already. Guys, join the VIP group. You will not regret it. Thank you so much, guys, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for another video.